You know, there's nothing better than finding that right accessory that you've always been looking for. And as a tech enthusiast, I feel like with any small accessory that you do find, you can go into such a deep rabbit hole with all the research just to find the right item. So to save you all of that research and time, I compiled a quick list of the items that I purchased back in 2024 and that I really liked and loved so much that now in 2025, they're my daily use items. The first item definitely has to be the Keychron Q0 Max. This is a mechanical keyboard that technically is just a number pad, but this one actually has the addition of macro pads on the side as well for added functionality. And if you're part of the mechanical keyboard hobby, you know that it's really difficult to find a keyboard that has macro buttons on the left and is readily available. I actually looked into finding something like a Sunsetter, a Tsukuyomi, or a Zenith secondhand even through Mech Market, but it just wasn't working out. And I know there are other keyboards out there that have it from brands such as Newfie or Keychron themselves actually have some of their keyboards, but those designs just weren't speaking to me. And I did try the G915X from Logitech, and I honestly really like that keyboard and the macro buttons, but the Q0 Max is just the best when it does come to using it alongside my other keyboards. The one fault from keyboards with macro pads that I found is that the macros only work with the keyboard that you're currently using, but with the Q0 Max, it can be paired with any other keyboard. You'll see it's a standalone device, and whether that other keyboard is a mechanical one or whether it's the one that's already integrated into your laptop, this Q0 Max pairs perfectly well with it. Which is why if you're looking for a number pad and also like to have some extra macro functionality, I feel like there's nothing better than the Q0 Max. And this next accessory is a portable charger with 25,000 milliamps from INIU, who is sponsoring this video, and I cannot go back to going a day without this portable charger. You wouldn't be able to tell because of the size, and I mean you can definitely even palm this charger, but it can charge up to 100 watts. You'll even see now I actually forgot to charge my Mac that I'm using here to record and drive my Elgato teleprompter. I'm charging that here through the MagSafe charger that came in the box, and you'll see it's actually blinking telling me I'm almost out of juice from the portable charger, but it's a lot better for the charger to run out of battery rather than my MacBook Pro run out of battery. And I am using it to charge the 16-inch MacBook Pro right now because I am using all the other outlets right now for all of these lights. And if you do have multiple devices that you want to charge with this INIU charger, you can use the main port to charge up to 65 watts, which is more than enough for a MacBook Air. And that still leaves the other port to charge up to 45 watts for something like an iPhone. In the box, you do also get a small carrying pouch and a USB-C to C cable, which should be able to charge most of your devices if they are USB-C. But in the case that you're on a lightning cable, or if you only have a USB cable for your proprietary chargers, such as this Shokz one that I have here, you can also use any third-party cable as well. Like I mentioned, I'm using the MagSafe one right now to charge my MacBook, just so I have all of the other USB-C ports open up as well. I do have it in classic matte black, but if you want to get fancy with it, you can also get one of their other colors, which I will link down below. For me, this is the perfect portable charger because I started to spend a lot of time in the living room, working, relaxing, just to get a bit of a scenery change from being at my desk setup. And with my current living room setup, there's no good way for me to get a charger to the couch without creating a trip hazard. That's where this portable charger actually comes in handy, and I can charge my Nintendo Switch, my PS5 controllers, and even my MacBook Pro when they are running low on juice. Because let's be honest, the Switch being portable is always what causes you to forget to dock it, because you're not always thinking about dock, you're just thinking about taking it with you wherever you go. I also did test to see how fast this could charge my Pixel 9 Pro XL up from being completely dead, and it did get roughly 60% in just 30 minutes. And while charging it up, you also do get a battery percentage indicator on the charger itself, so you always know if the battery pack itself is about to run out of juice. There is a button on the side as well, so you can check it at any other point, not only when you're charging your device. But to me, that's just so much juice for 30 minutes, especially when you want to charge your phone on your way to work, on your commute, and have enough battery to last you all day. 60% is going to be way more than enough. Not everyone's car already comes equipped with fast charging or a wireless charger, so it's nice to have a portable one that you can take with you and just charge your phone on your way into work. It has already been useful to both me and my wife when we've been using our phones all day shooting content, and then in the evening whenever we're going out and our phone is already at that 10% mark, we can just top it off to get us through the rest of the night. Or if you want, you can even use this to charge your phone all the way up to 100 just in under an hour, and then be able to get through the rest of the night as well. This next accessory is one for your desk, and it's going to be a laptop stand for 2025. This one here is from a Amazon brand called Bazine, which is almost like Design, and it can fit up to my 16-inch MacBook Pro, and it works well as well with a 13-inch MacBook Air and my 14-inch MacBook Pro that I use for work. This one that I have only cost about $20 at the time of recording, and it's 100% worth it to pay the extra $4 to $5 to go with this one that's height adjustable compared to the normal one. One of the main benefits of height adjustability is just so that you are not staring down at your screen all the time. It will allow you to bring the laptop up to eye level so that you can be at the right height when it comes to recording, especially if you're working at your desk 8 hours a day. You also do get the benefit of not having your coworkers look up your nostrils or having them stare at your chin while you're in a meeting. And also, if you're into a more personalized mechanical keyboard experience, having a stand will allow you to route the cables under the stand so that your laptop isn't getting in the way. I have this one mainly because of the height adjustability, but if you're okay with it not being height adjustable, there are tons of options out there to choose from. You can get ones that are made out of wood, plastic, or metal ones that have different design or a different design from the one that I have here. Whichever one you decide to go with can change the total cost of the accessory itself. And if you're looking for a more affordable one, this Bazine one is always a great choice. These are the Shokz headphones, which have been a great addition not only to my workout headphones, but to my headphones overall. As you guys know, I do bike commute to work most days when it's not freezing outside in Arizona, and I definitely like to listen to podcasts or audiobooks on my commute ride. I have tried different alternatives to the Shokz headphones, including adding wings to my AirPods, and then I went out and bought some Skullcandy headphones with wings built in, but these Shokz headphones just allow me to have non-in-ear headphones on my commute. The main difference being that these headphones allow me to hear my surroundings fully without the need to have transparency mode and have only one headphone in. It is similar to having speakers on each side of your head playing the audio really close to your ears, and surprisingly, even when you use them in a quiet office, you can't hear them when you have them at a low volume, which is my next use case because I know not everyone bike commutes or goes out for runs outside, but these allow you to be fully aware of your surroundings even in an office space or in your home desk space. At work and at home for me, I do have my back towards the door or towards all of my other coworkers in the office, and wearing ANC headphones hasn't really been a possibility in case someone is coming to ask me something or my wife wants to come into my office and ask me something or talk to me. The Shokz headphones solve that because you can always hear everything around you, including people and all the other sounds. So you can keep your music at a low volume and still get all of your work done, but you can hear your coworkers or your family members whenever they talk to you. This one here is a new one for me, and it's something that I've picked up again after it being put away for a while, and it is a simple 401 portable handheld gaming system that plays all of the retro games that you can think of ever playing. This is such a great option for picking up in one of those quick gaming sessions where you don't really want to sit down and start up a whole story mode or play competitive games or a shooter game. I think of it as a quick arcade game where you can just throw a quarter or 50 cents into the machine and get one quick gaming session. Except this time it's in your own home and you can be playing it in bed, on the couch, or at your desk while you're also watching something else on YouTube on the bigger screen. And listen, this isn't going to be the best experience ever in terms of like having an OLED screen or having the Switch or the PS5 or gaming PC gaming compatibility, but it's a great way to pass the time and just pick it up for a couple of minutes. And weirdly, it does also allow you to have a 2-player on it. So if you would like to set it up and take turns with someone else, you can do that as well. It actually reminds me more of having a Game Boy because it's an easy way to pick up the game, play for a couple of minutes, and you don't even have to worry about having to save it and coming back and always go back to a gaming mode. Instead, again, I like to think of it as an arcade machine that you can just pick up, play for a couple minutes, put it away, and when you come back, you just restart again. My current favorite game on it right now is Snow Bros. I used to play that a lot as a kid, so being able to play it now here on the small gaming system is just such a cool experience. These next headphones are going to be the Skullcandy Crusher ANC 2, and I picked them up in 2024 because I wanted to find some good headphones with some really good bass when it came to working out. And if you like bass in your music, these are definitely no joke. They have some physical drivers in the headphones to make them shake or rumble while you're listening to something with bass, and it's a completely different experience from listening it to on any other headphones. And to me, that's not the only reason why I would even recommend them. They are a great all-around headphone, not only for working out, and as the name implies, they also do come with ANC, so you can use them for those productivity sessions where you want to drown out the rest of the surroundings and only focus on music, or when you want to also drown out the rest of the gym and focus only on working out. The ANC is actually pretty good on these, all things considered, so that's nice for a headphone whose main feature is actually the bass. And when it comes down to using them outside of the gym, you can also turn down the bass drivers all the way down. There's actually a knob to control how much Crusher bass you want to be listening to it. So if you don't want it to be all the way up, you can actually turn it down so that you can listen to music much more enjoyably, or at least with a lot less bass. Having that adjustability is what makes these headphones a great purchase as an all-rounder headphone. If you also like to turn up the bass a bit when it comes to working out, you're able to do that with these, and then you can also use them for working. One thing to keep in mind though is that they are a little on the heavier side, which is a small drawback if you're used to using lighter headphones, but the cushion on top actually does help out a lot when it comes to those longer listening sessions, and they have become one of my favorite headphones to pick up for a daily listening session. This is the Ohsnap Snaplux 4, and it's one of those accessories that I never really understood until I got one myself. And this one was originally the main one that was being recommended to all the Samsung Fold owners that were looking to use their Samsung Fold without a case and wanted some sort of grip. This was me all last year with my Fold 5, and the great thing about this Snap 4 Lux is that it also does come with adhesive if your phone doesn't support MagSafe. So if you don't even have a MagSafe case for your device, I personally was able to just use the adhesive with my Fold 5 and still enjoy all of the benefits from the holder. I personally like this one because it's not as bulky as some of the other like Pop ones or the 2-in-1 wallets that are going to be a little bit more bulky. It literally is the height of the camera protector on my iPhone 16's Flow Lab case, which if you're carrying any of the phones without a case, that means it's actually the same height or even thinner than some of the camera bumps out there. The small footprint is one of the main reasons I can have it on my phone and not really notice it until I actually need it. And when I do need it, I can hold it in a couple of different ways. I can also use it as a stand for whenever I am watching YouTube, doing the dishes, or I just want to set it up or prop it up on the side. But the main use case for me definitely has become using it as a fidget toy because it does have 360 capabilities to kind of turn around. And I never actually thought I would ever buy a holder, but with the phones now getting larger and larger, and it feels like now you're having a tablet on your hand, having a holder actually helps out a lot to not stress your fingers or stress your hand if you're a one-handed person. These are all my favorite accessories that I picked up in the last year, and I've been using now for long enough that I'm going to be using them as my daily drivers because I like them enough. Let me know down in the comments, what accessories did you purchase last year that now have become a daily use item for you into 2025? Don't forget to also like this video if you guys enjoyed the content and subscribe to not miss any of my future uploads. As always, thank you for watching. Click here to watch another one of my videos, and I will catch you in the next one.